What's up everybody, I'm Shade. Welcome to my first squad builder in FIFA 14. This will be the most expensive squad I will ever build and that I've worked very hard for, but was it really worth it? That's what I'm going to tell you throughout this video, but let's get into the squad builder. I will try to tell you the pros and cons in my opinion of all the players in this squad. So let's get into the first player. It's the goalkeeper Iker Casillas from Real Madrid. And now my experience with this player, though he has been downgraded from last year, he is still an amazing goalkeeper in this game, and for me, he makes a lot of double saves, triple saves, and really only concedes from rebounds and headers, because every single goalkeeper in the game concedes from those. But a really good goalkeeper, worth the coins if you want to go the extra mile from getting Courtois from Atletico Madrid. But now let's get into the expensive side of things with the first center back, and it will be Team of the Year Sergio Ramos. Now, before I start talking about him, I'll also include the second center back, which is Inform Miranda. Now that I have both here, I want to talk about them, because first of all, when it comes to Team of the Year, people have been asking, why would you even get them if you're going to get handicapped? So the question is, did I get handicapped using these players? Heck yes! Now, I'm going to talk about this. So, Inform Miranda and Team of the Year Sergio Ramos. Both aren't actually very tall for defenders, they're actually kind of short for defenders, but they both have really good heading stats, and I mean jumping especially. So Sergio Ramos, Team of the Year, has 99 jumping. Inform Miranda has 90 jumping, and both have really high heading accuracy as well. But they barely win headers. I mean, Inform Miranda, from corners, he actually wins headers all the time, but he gets so unlucky. As you see, he's only scored one goal for me off a corner. He gets so unlucky, his headers either hit the post, or they get blocked off the line by the defender, or they just hit the keeper. And Sergio Ramos, he just doesn't win enough headers for me. The two he scored are pretty much the only two that he's ever won from corners for me in 29 games. So I don't know what it is, but they do not perform. The Team of the Year cards, in my opinion, do not perform as well as you would expect them to. But now going into the right back, the second Team of the Year in this squad, it's Team of the Year Dani Alves from Brazil and Barcelona. Now, what do I think of him? I actually have mixed feelings about Dani Alves. For one thing, the biggest pro is his pace. He is by far the fastest player I've ever used in this game. Faster than Aubameyang and Biabiani. He's just so quick. He has 98 sprint speed, which means when he gets to his top speed, no player in the game will catch him. Absolutely nobody will catch him. He is also actually really strong. His passing is decent. His dribbling and strength, as I've said, he doesn't really get bullied off the ball. But my biggest con with him is his shooting. Now, he has really good shot power and really good long shots. It's 88 long shots as the same as for 88 long passing, but his passing is by far better than his shooting. His long shots are just so bad. He just doesn't make a good contact with the ball, so he cannot put all that 90-something power behind the shot. So that's what my disappointment with Dani Alves. Only his shooting. Other than that, he actually has been very amazing for me. But to complete the defense, we add the final fullback, the second fullback. It's Jordi Alba. I don't want to waste too much time on him. Obviously, I selected him because of his pace. His passing is decent. He's actually a decent finisher inside the box as well. Probably should have gone for Marcelo, who is a lot better in this game and does not feel that much slower. But oh well, I went for pace and I'm not that disappointed. But moving on to the CDM spot, the first player we have is indeed Gareth Bale, the superstar from Real Madrid. Now, some people might say I'm wasting his card at the CDM spot, but I do not agree, because Gareth Bale did start as a fullback, as a left back, so he still carries over those decent defending stats, and that actually shows very much, because what do you need in the CDM spot? You need decent defending, good passing, and his pace also helps a lot because he's so quick, and his shooting, his long shots are actually pretty amazing. And what surprised me about Gareth Bale in my team is that he wins a lot of headers. He actually scored from corners quite a few times for me, and he's just a good player. I don't really have any cons for him. I'm not playing him as a striker. I don't think he would be a good striker, but at CDM I'm actually pleased with him. Maybe I wouldn't prefer his high medium work rates, but he's not naturally CDM, so I can digress. But the second center defensive mid is Xabi Alonso. Now, I was very pleased with Xabi Alonso. He's actually a really hard worker in the team. And he has amazing passing in this squad, but the one thing I was actually really surprised as well about him is his pace. Obviously, people will overlook Xabi Alonso in this game because of only 50 pace. but he actually felt a lot faster. I am using the shadow chemistry style on him, but I don't know if that makes that much difference as I felt, because I felt his pace being in the low 70s, nowhere in the 50s like the card says. So that's very good, and he's actually really good at tackling. He has the high tackling stats, a perfect defensive mid for my team. But moving on to the cam, the central attacking midfield spot, who is occupied by none other than Lionel Messi from Argentina and FC Barcelona. And I'm sad to say, but this was the player I was most disappointed with in this squad. For one thing, his pace and dribbling should make up for his lack of strength, but for me, they really didn't. The biggest thing about him is his lack of consistency. Ironic, because he's one of the most consistent players in real life, but in the game, some matches he just wouldn't do anything. He couldn't even pass it right, and being the attacking midfield in this squad, we really rely on him for any attacking move, because everything goes through the midfield. So he does have, when he decides to turn up, he does have really amazing shooting inside the box. He will convert it most of the time if he's not having a bad game. His finesse shots with his left foot obviously are actually really good as well from outside the box. His long shots are also pretty good. As you see, the chemistry style I'm using on him also has some pace, just because his sprint speed is 90, but it feels so much lower. Like, he does have that bursting acceleration, but once he gets to his top speed, he does slow down, and it feels much lower than 90, and defenders just catch up with him, and because he's weak, they just bully him off the ball. So I needed that extra pace, but I don't think it helped much. However, when he does have a good match, he is the man of the match. It's an amazing card, don't get me wrong, but do not expect him to be as good as in real life. Now we go to the right mid and we find Lionel Messi's friend and enemy at the same time, from Real Madrid but from Argentina, Angel Di Maria. And this player, I only have good things to say about him, bar one thing, but I'll start with the pros first. First of all, amazing pace, dribbling, just really good to have on that wing. Second, his passing, his crossing, because he's in form, his crossing is in the 90s, and it really feels that it's very high. His shooting, his finesse shots from outside the box with his left foot are out of this world. He just curls it around the defenders and around the goalkeeper, and they're just beautiful to see. But that brings me to the biggest con that Di Maria has. It's his weak foot. His 2-star weak foot really comes into play, because being on the right side, he cannot, when you try to cross it, you cannot cross with the right foot because it just won't be accurate. In real life, he actually does Rabonas when he crosses from the right side to not use his weak right foot, obviously. So that's a class player in real life, but unfortunately in the game, the weak foot is the only thing keeping Di Maria from being an extraordinary player, so you will have to do with him only being an amazing player. But now we get onto the left side of things, and you know what's coming. It's Cristiano Ronaldo from Portugal and Real Madrid, and he is my favorite player in this squad. He does everything right. I will have to say, for pros, everything. For cons, nothing. He is the perfect player. He has the pace, he has the dribbling, he has the shots, he has the passing, he can head the ball, he can really head the ball, and he has also very good strength to keep on to the ball. His long shots are the best I've ever seen in this game. He has 97 long shots, 98 shot power in game, and this is just the non-informed Cristiano Ronaldo card. Very worth it. The best non-informed player in the game, and his Team of the Year informed and informed cards are also the best versions of the best player in the game. He is just perfect in FIFA. Even when your team is handicapped, Ronaldo is still Ronaldo, and your opponents will absolutely hate him. But now we get onto the striker to complete the squad. It's Karim Benzema, his informed version from France and Real Madrid. Now do not be fooled by those goals and those stats, because he has been so disappointing for me. He does not feel fast, he does not feel strong. He is a poacher though. If you have him inside the box, unmarked and just away, you know it's going to be a goal. His heading is actually decent. Compared to informed Balotelli stats, Balotelli, when you look at his card, he actually has lower heading stats than Benzema, but he's so much better at it. Benzema was just kind of a disappointment for me, and if I were to build the squad again, I would probably go for Diego Costa, because he is OP as shit. But as I was saying, Benzema just really not that good. He is a poacher. He has missed so many opportunities, even though he has a lot of goals for me, more than appearances. But a lot of games I lost just because Benzema could not finish his chances. But guys, that's been the squad I've worked so hard for. A lot of trading, especially during the Team of the Year. And my final verdict, it's a good squad if FIFA didn't work the way it does. I'm getting so handicapped in this match is players that would have 99 ball control make the most hideous first touches, and you just know it's handicapped when you hit the post 20 times in one match. Your opponent gets one chance and they put it away. Unfortunately, that's how FIFA works, but I've had a lot of fun with the squad, and I hope you guys enjoyed the squad builder. I am going to leave you with some goals now. Leave it a like if you enjoyed the squad builder. I've been Shay. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.